Welcome to the Using the Symantec Endpoint Protection Cloud portal lesson of the Symantec Endpoint Protection Cloud Product Overview training course. This is the Using Symantec Endpoint Protection Cloud portal lesson. In this lesson, you learn how to access and log into the SEP Cloud portal, navigate the SEP Cloud portal, and examine the SEP Cloud tabs and pages. You will examine the different types of user roles in the product, understand the role of licensing and how it works, and finally, you will learn how to access the product online help and documentation. This is the Accessing the SEP Cloud portal topic. After completing the topic, you will be able to access and log into the SEP Cloud portal. To use SEP Cloud, make sure that your firewall allows outbound TCP connections on port 443 to the following domains: buy-download.norton.com, definitions.symantec.com, icdls.symantec.com, faults.symantec.com. To send statistics, allow outbound TCP connection on port 80 to stats.symantec.com. SEP Cloud does not require inbound TCP traffic or any UDP traffic. You perform all SEP Cloud management functions through the SEP Cloud web-based portal. On Windows platforms, the SEP Cloud portal can be run on any modern browser. On other platforms, such as Mac OS X, iOS, and Android, you need to use Safari and Chrome respectively. To open the SEP Cloud portal inside a web browser, type https://securitycloud.symantec.com. When you initially access the SEP Cloud portal, you are given the option to sign in to a previously created account using existing credentials or to start a free trial. You can use the 60-day trial to familiarize yourself with the product. After that period, you have to purchase a license or your account is deactivated. When you create a SEP Cloud account, a company environment and a user account for the account administrator are created. Aside from standard administrative functions, an account administrator can purchase licenses and invite other users to become administrators. After you submit the account creation form, you receive an email to validate your email address and create a password for the account administrator. It is important to note that the email address used must be unique. It can't have previously been used to create a SEP Cloud account. Once you complete the validation process, you can begin using SEP Cloud. Please note, the validation email expires after a given time. If you missed or misplaced the validation email, open securitycloud.symantec.com/landing and follow the Forgot Password process. This is the Navigating the SEP Cloud portal topic. After completing the topic, you will be able to navigate the SEP Cloud portal and describe the SEP Cloud tabs and pages. The initial welcome page contains information on setting up and using the product. There are links to help you get started on setting up some of the more common items used in SEP Cloud, such as identity provider integration and setting up Apple Push Notification Service or APNS certificates for use by Apple products. There are also links to help files and tutorials on how to set up and administer SEP Cloud. To access this page after initial access, use the following URL: https://securitycloud.symantec.com/welcome. The SEP Cloud portal provides an in-depth view of your network security. When you log on to the portal, you see the SEP Cloud portal dashboard page, a navigation bar that contains page tabs. The navigation bar runs down the left side of the pane and contains links to 5 pages. Each page represents a major management function category with an icon and descriptive text. You click on an icon in the navigation bar to display its corresponding page. The icons are always available to you to help you navigate from page to page. Each page consists of either panes of information, as seen on the dashboard page, or tabs for different sets of information. There's a drop-down menu in the upper right corner that enables you to access account info and preferences, set the language used in SEP Cloud, access help and find out about important information, or log off of the SEP Cloud portal. The portal is separated into 5 pages that enables the grouping of common features in a logical and usable manner. For example, all policies can be managed by accessing the Policies page, and you can manage users by accessing the Groups, Users, and Devices page. The dashboard provides a snapshot of the enrolled devices in your organization. You can instantly see the overall health of all enrolled devices and identify the devices that pose a security threat so that you can take the necessary actions to mitigate the risks. Dashboard data can be exported for reporting and analysis. At the top of the dashboard, a horizontal bar displays a group of key performance indicators. The KPI bar provides a numerical representation of different security threats and variation to their count. The values of these indicators correspond to the data that is displayed graphically under the bar. If a block in the KPI bar highlights, it indicates that a threshold value has been reached and requires immediate attention. Dashboard widgets provide interactive charts and graphs in the dashboard that provide data about devices and variation in threat activity. You can see how operating systems are distributed across devices, which devices are currently compromised, and more. You can drill down to the underlying data. You can export widget data to a PDF file or a CSV file for further analysis and reporting. The file contains a snapshot of the data at the time the file is generated. Alerts let you know about important events so that you don't have to pay attention to every event that occurs. The alert details and severity level help you decide what course of action to take. Alerts can be triggered by a single event or multiple events. Events that trigger alerts fall into one of several categories, from security issues to business conditions, such as when a subscription is about to expire. All events are logged as they occur anywhere in your environment. For example, device enrollment, scan completion, configuration change, subscription renewal, or high-risk user behavior. Events are categorized based on their source, importance, and the information they contain. An alert rule specifies the conditions that trigger a particular alert, when the number of events exceeds the threshold that is associated with the rule. SEP Cloud comes with built-in alert rules, which are pre-configured and cannot be modified, but you can create custom alert rules to meet your needs, and you can deactivate any pre-configured alert rules that aren't relevant to you. The Groups, Users, and Devices page provides access to corresponding tabs that allow the administrator to manage groups, users, and devices. Some general notes about groups, users, and devices include: Groups. You can assign policy only to groups. To protect users with similar security requirements, you should add them to the same group. Users. You can add users to SEP Cloud individually, or you can import user accounts from supported identity providers. And devices. Users can enroll their own devices. You can also create a Windows installation package for servers or for enrolling multiple Windows devices. The Policies page provides access to the following individual policy tabs. System Policies configures product update schedule and global system proxy settings for the devices in your network. Security Policies configures the security client and any security-related settings on the devices in your network. And the Access Policies configures the devices in your network for access to email and wireless. The Reports and Templates page guides you through the process of creating a template and then generating reports. You select the type of report template and then configure the data that you want to appear in the report. Reports are generated according to the scheduled interval and sent to chosen recipients as an email attachment. You can also generate reports manually based on your needs. The generated reports are listed in the Generated Reports tab. Default report templates are provided for common reports. You can generate reports using these templates or modify the settings of the template and save a new version of the template. Symantec Endpoint Protection Cloud provides REST APIs that developers can use to integrate SEP Cloud with other security, reporting, information, and event technologies. A complete guide to their use can be found on the API page. Click the View API List button to access the Symantec Endpoint Protection Cloud REST API Reference Guide. On the Settings page, you can review and set up various aspects of SEP Cloud. The following account settings are available. Subscriptions. A license can apply to users or to servers. Your subscription consists of licenses that specify the number of users and the number of servers. You can monitor license usage and purchase additional licenses as needed. Mobile device management. Create your Apple Push Notification Service certificate. Apple uses this certificate to manage iOS and OS X devices. Or disable Symantec MDM if you already use another MDM tool. Access and authentication. Set up an identity provider to sync your company's directory data to SEP Cloud. Windows Installation Package. Create installation packages for the Windows client. Client Application Management. You can create a client application that connects and accesses your environment's data. For example, you can authorize Symantec IT Management Suite to collect data from Symantec Security Cloud and display it in the Symantec Management Console. This is the roles topic. After completing this topic, you will be able to describe the different types of roles in SEP Cloud. SEP Cloud provides a set of predefined roles that grant different access levels to the product's functionality. Roles differ in available settings, actions, and accessible information. The company account administrator can assign any role, but an administrator can only assign the user role. Symantec recommends that you assign a second account administrator to ensure management continuity. The options that are available in the portal are dependent upon the role the user has been assigned. The roles are as follows. Account Administrator. An account administrator can manage licenses, users, and their devices. An account administrator can manage policies or install new software. The first user account that is created inside a company account is automatically the account administrator. To change the initial account administrator, you must contact Symantec support. Administrator. Users with this level of permissions can manage users and their devices. An administrator can also manage policies. And a user. All users are automatically assigned this role. Users have access to the user portal, where they can enroll new devices and view existing devices, perform actions on devices, and unenroll their own devices. You create an administrator account by choosing the administrator role from the role drop-down menu when creating a user. Only the account administrator can create administrator accounts, and an administrator can only create user accounts. To create a user in SEP Cloud, on the Groups, Users, and Devices page, select Add, Create User. In the Enter User Information window box, enter the required user information. A valid email address is required to complete the process. An activation email is sent to the address you provide. And finally, select a group for the user. The user needs to accept the invitation and set up a password to activate the account. This is the licensing topic. After completing this topic, you will be able to activate and describe SEP Cloud licensing and entitlements. To use SEP Cloud, you must have a valid license. A license contains the following entitlement types. Per user entitlement. When you use this entitlement, you pay for the number of user accounts that are added to your company account. A user can have multiple devices enrolled. Per device entitlement. When you use this entitlement, you pay for the number of Windows or OS X devices. These devices are enrolled and not associated with any user. Per server entitlement. When you use this entitlement, you pay for the number of servers. These devices are enrolled and not associated with any user. You can buy any combination of these entitlements to suit your company. You can use a 60-day trial to familiarize yourself with the product. After that period, you have to purchase a license or your account is deactivated. Licenses can be purchased at any time in the Subscriptions page. When you purchase a license, your trial is converted into a full account. Trial conversion preserves the policies that you created and the users and devices that you enrolled. Administering licenses only available to account administrators. It is done from the Settings Subscriptions page. The Subscriptions page provides both a basic and advanced view of your licensing status. Entitlement totals, user seats purchased, the user-device ratio, and the number of expiring soon licenses are among the information provided in the basic view. This is the Help and Documentation topic. After completing this topic, you will be able to access the online help and documentation. The help and documentation for SEP Cloud is completely online. Choosing Help from the menu in the top right launches Symantec Help Center, where a user can search for specific topics, watch video tutorials, and access online product documentation. The documentation system is organized much like the product. A navigation bar runs down the left side of the page and contains links to the various help pages. The icons at the bottom of the navigation bar correspond to the management pages of the product. In addition to the home icon, there are two additional icons that allow access to Getting Started tutorials and online video help. Clicking an icon in the navigation bar brings up the corresponding help for that part of the product. For example, clicking the dashboard icon brings up the documentation for the dashboard. The documentation pages then contain links to further information and details as required. If they are available, there will often be links to related articles and discussions from Symantec. In this lesson, you learned how to access and log into the SEP Cloud portal, including basic navigation of the SEP Cloud portal, tabs, and pages. The different types of roles users can have was also detailed, along with an overview of SEP Cloud's licensing and entitlements.